Hello students, how are you? Welcome to Mehdi English School. Myself Nilofer Miss and my subject is mathematics, and students, this lecture is for the class 2. So are you all ready to attend the mathematics lecture? So as we start our lecture with the quote, today we also begin the lecture with the quote. This is that knowledge speaks but the wisdom listens. So you can see here that someone is speaking in the ears, but this is knowledge, but what we are listening, this is the wisdom. So always just how to use the knowledge and wisdom is up to you. So be careful about knowledge and be careful about wisdom also. Now let's start the lecture. And here we are continue the chapter number 6, which is subtraction of bigger numbers. So are you ready to attend the lecture? So you know that we all do revision first in the today's lecture of the previous lecture, right? We also revise the previous topic first. So today we also revise the previous topic first here. So just keep the notebook and pencil into your book, into your hand, and then just start writing with me. So it will be helpful to you into your exam, and your practice is done. So let's start this. And the topic which is previous is story sum practice. So you all are ready to write down the practice worksheet of the story sum. So let's start solving the story sum practice first. Here is, so let's read the question first. Larry had 48 pieces of candy. He gave 19 to his friend. So total he have 48 candies, and from this 48 he gave 19 to his friend. So we write here 48 minus 19. How many pieces of candy did Larry have left? Now, after giving 19 candies to his friend, how many candies left? So we have to subtract this number first. 48 minus 19, and here let's do the ones column. 8 minus 9, but 8 is a smaller number and 9 is a bigger number. So we have to take 10 number from the tens column and add into this 8 number. So we have to cut 8 number first, and 8 become a 18 number. Now we can easily cut 9 number from the 18. So 18 minus 9 is equal to 9. So this ones column is complete. So let's move to the tens column here. We are taking 10 number from this tens column. So we have to cut 4 number and cut 110 from it. So 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 4 become a 3 now. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So what is the question, that how many pieces of candy did Larry have left? So we can write down the answer this way, that Larry have 29 pieces of candy left. This way you can write down the answer in the sentence form. And let's see the candy first. So this is the candy. You are eating the candy most. I know you all like the candies, right? So this is the candies. Now let's move to the next sum. So here is the next sum, which is Mrs. Smita has 645 rings and 324 bracelets. So you know that how rings and bracelet looks. Girls maybe know that how it looks, but maybe boys don't know that what is the ring and what is the bracelets. So for the boys, I will show you the picture of the rings and bracelet. But before it, let's solve this sum first. So let's read this first. Mrs. Smita has 645 rings. So from between these two numbers, this is the bigger number, 645. So I write this number here. Then how many bracelets are there? 324 bracelets. So I write 324 bracelets. And the question is that how many more rings, because ring is more and bracelets are lesser. How many more rings than bracelet does Mrs. Smita have? So we have to subtract rings number from the bracelet number. So we'll found that how many rings are more than the bracelet. So let's start with the ones column. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So I write number 1 here. Then here at the tens column 4 minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And at the hundredths column 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So the question is that how many more rings than bracelet does Mrs. Smita have? So we can write down the answer that 321 more rings than bracelets does Mrs. Smita have. So we can write down the answer in the sentence form that Mrs. Smita has 321 more rings than bracelets. So you also can write down these answers and this sum also into your fair book also for the practicing sum. This is a worksheet for you. Now students, I hope you understood that how you can solve the sums of the story. So this sum is solved now. So let's see the picture of the rings and bracelets. So here is the picture of rings and bracelet. These types of rings and bracelets are available, and girls knows and girls also wear this, but boys do not. So this picture is for the boys because they don't know that how it looks. What is bracelet? This is a bracelet. This is a ring. Okay. Now let's move to the next. So there are 28 birds in a tree. How many total birds? 28 birds in a tree. 16 are blue and the rest are red. So from this 28 birds, the 16 birds are blue. And how many are red? We don't know. So we have to subtract the number 28 minus 16. So we know that how many birds are red. So let's subtract this number first. 28 minus 16. Now here at the ones column, 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 and 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So how many birds are red? So 12 birds are red. So we can write down the answer that 12 birds are red. This way we can write down the answer in the sentence form. So let me show you the blue and red bird. You want to see the red and blue bird how it looks. So this is the red bird. Here is the red bird and here is the blue bird. So these types of bird may be on the tree, and we have to count that these types of 28 birds are there, and how many are blue and how many are red we are already found it. So let's move to the next one, which is that Maria has 47 pencils. Total 47 pencils that Maria has. 23 are the longer and the rest are short. So there are two types of pencil, that short pencil is maybe used pencil and long pencil is maybe not in used. So total 47 pencils are then, and 23 are longer pencil and the rest are short. So from this 47, 23 are long, so we have to cut 23 number from this 47 number. So we will find that how many pencils are short. So we have to just write down the bigger number between these two number. So here 47 is a bigger number. So I write 47 number first and then 23 number here. This way 47 minus 23. Now here let's subtract this number with the ones column. So 7 minus 3 is equal to 4, and then 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So how many pencils are short? So 24 pencils are short. So we can write down the answer here this way, that there are 24 pencils are short. This way we can write down the answer in the sentence form. Now you can see this is the long pencil and this is the shortened pencil. This way we are talking these things about pencils in the sum. So hope you understood this, that what is the big pencil and what is the short pencil. Now let's read the question for that. Before the post office opened on Monday morning, before the opening, on the Monday morning, there were 80 packs of stamps. How many packs? 80 packs. At the end of the day, there were 53 packs of stamps left. From the 80, just 53 left. So the question is that how many packs of stamps were sold on Monday? I repeat this, how many packs of stamps were sold on Monday? So we have to subtract total number and how many was left. So 53 is left. So let's cut this number, 80 minus 53. Now here at the ones column, 0 minus 3, which is not possible. So we have to cut 0 number and take as a borrowing 10 number from the tens column. It means we are taking 10 number and add into the 0. So 10 plus 0 is equal to 10. Now we can easily cut this 3 number from this 10. So 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. So this ones column is complete now. So let's move to the tens column, which is 8 minus 5. But here we are taking 10 number from this column. So we have to cut 8 number first and cut 1 number from it, and 8 become a 7. Now 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. So how many packs of stamps were sold on Monday? So 27 packs of stamps were sold on Monday. So here I write the answer in the sentence form, that 27 packs of stamps sold on Monday. So let's see the stamps first. These types of stamps I am talking about. So this is the stamps now. Now let's start the new topic, which is writing number in the correct place. So let's see that how we can write down the number at the correct place. So this is an important note for you, that it is important to write numbers according to their place value. We already learned about the place value in the chapter number 1, in the chapter number 4, and we also do so many times revision of the place value. So now you must know that what is the place value of the each number. So according to their place value, we can just put the right number with the right column, right? So let's start, understood with some examples, and then we will solve the textbook exercise. Now here this is an example for you, which is 567 minus 24 should be written as. So what is the place value of 7? Ones. So we have to write down this 7 number at the ones place this way. Then the place value of 6 is a tens. So we can write down the 6 number at the tens column. Then the place value of 5 is 100. So we can write down the 5 number is at the hundreds column. Then put this minus sign here this way. And now let's talk about this 24 number. So from this 24 number, this 4 number is at the ones place. So write down this 4 number at the ones place. Then the 2 is at the tens place. So we can write down this 2 number at the tens place this way. Now this number is correctly written at the correct place. So we can easily solve the numbers now, the sum now. So we start always number with the ones column. So 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Then the tens column, 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. And at the hundreds column, 5 minus nothing. Here is no any number, it means nothing. So we can write 5 number as it is, and the answer of this question is 543. I repeat this, 543. So let's see some more examples. 465 minus 2. I repeat this, 465 minus 2. So let's start writing number with the ones column. So number 5 is at the ones place. So we can write down number 5 at the ones place this way. Then number 6, which is at the tens place. So we can write down number 6 at the tens column this way. Then number 4 is at the hundreds place. So we can write down number 4 at the hundreds column. Now we'll talk about number 2. This is a single digit, so number 2 is at the ones place. So we can write down this number 2 at the ones place. Just keep this in your mind. We are not written this number 2 at the hundreds place. This is a single digit, so we can write down this 2 number at the ones place. So this way we have to put the minus sign and write down this number 2 at the ones place only. Now this number is correctly arranged according to the place value at the proper column. Now we will solve the sum now with the ones column. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So the ones column is complete. Now the tens column. We are not cutting anything from 0. Here is no any digit. So 6 minus nothing. It means 0. So we can write down 6 number as it is. Now at the hundreds column again same. We are not cutting anything from 0. So 4 minus nothing. It means 0. So we can write down this 4 number as it is, and our answer is 463. I repeat this, 463 is the answer of this question. Now let's see some more examples. 896 minus 573. So let's try to rearrange the number in the proper column, and let's talk about 896 first. So number 6 first is at the ones place. So let's write this 6 number first at the ones column. Then the number 9 is at the tens place. So we can write down number 10 as a tens column. Then number 8, which is at the hundreds place. So we can write down number 8 at the hundreds column. So this number is properly written now, 896, 896. Minus, so we have to put minus sign. Then let's talk about 573. So 3 is at the ones place. So write down number 3 at the ones column. Then number 7, which is at the tens place. So we can write down at the tens column. So here the number 7 is written. Now number 5, which is at the hundreds place. So we can write down at the hundreds column this way. Now this number is arranged. So 6 minus 3 at the ones column is equal to 3. Then 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. And then 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So the answer of this sum is 323. I repeat this, the answer of this sum is 323. And this way we can solve the sums this way after writing the correct place the numbers, and we will solve the numbers. And don't forget to put this sign here. It indicates we are subtracting the numbers. And then let's do next one. 654 minus 34. I repeat this, 654 minus 34 should be written as, let's see, with the 654 number first, we take this number first. So number 4 is at the ones place, so we can write it in the ones column. Here is. Then number 5, which is at the tens place, so we can write down at the tens column this way. And number 6 is the hundreds place, so we can write down this number at the hundreds column. So this number is written properly according to their place value, 654 minus 34. So this is the 2-digit number, and number 4 is at the ones place, so we can write this as the ones column here. Then number 3 is at the tens place, so we can write down it as the tens column. Then we can arrange this number here. Now we can solve these sums. So ones column, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Then at the tens column, 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, and we are not cutting anything from 6, so 6 will be 6, and put this plus sign, don't forget to put this. So the answer of this is 620. I repeat this, the answer of this question is 620 we get. So this way we can solve these types of sum. Now let's start solving exercise 6b, and this is your textbook exercise, students. So are you all ready to write down this exercise? So let's start writing. Now this is your sum number A, 589 minus 43. So we have to arrange this number first. We take 589 first. So number 9 is at the ones place, so we can write down at the ones column this way. Then number 8, which is at the tens column, so we can write down number 8 in the tens column this way. And number 5 is at the hundreds place, so we can write down number 5 here. So this 589 number is arranged. So let's write 43 number. We take 43 number then. So in this 43 number, this number 3 is at the ones place, so we can write down number 3 at the ones place. Then number 4, which is at the tens place, so we can write down this number at the tens column this way. Now these numbers are properly arranged according to their place value. We are writing at the proper column. So now we can easily solve this sum subtraction. So let's start with the ones column. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. At the ones column, 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Then at the tens column, 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. I repeat this, 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. And at the hundreds column, 5 minus nothing. Here there is no any digit. So 5 minus nothing means nothing. So 5 will be 5. So the answer of this sum is 546. So what is answer we are getting? We are getting the answer 546. This way we can solve these types of sum. And I repeat to you that this is your textbook exercise sum, and sum number A is this. Now sum number B, which is 396 minus 5. I repeat this, 396 minus 5 should be written as. So let's start writing number 396 first. We take this number first. So here number 6 is at the ones place, so we can write down in the ones column number 6. Then the number 9 is at the tens place, so we can write down number 9 at the tens column. And number 3 is at the hundreds place, so we can write down the number 396, and this first number is arranged at the proper column according to their place value. Now minus 5. So this is a single digit. We are not writing this number at the hundreds column. This is a single digit. It means number 5 is at the ones place. So we can write down this number 5 at the ones place this way. Now this all numbers are properly arranged according to their place value. Now students, we easily subtract this sum. So let's start with the ones column. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. And at the tens column, 9 minus nothing, it means 0. So 9 will be 9. So we can write down number 9 this way. Then at the hundreds column, again 3 minus nothing, there is no any digit. So 3 will be 3. So write down 3 this way. So the answer of this question is 391. You have to repeat after me that 391. This way we can solve this types of sum. Hope you understood this. Now sum number C, 913 minus 13. So let's take 913 number first. So 3 is at the ones place. So I write number 3 at the ones place. Then number 1 is at the tens place. So I write number 1 at the tens place. Then number 9, which is at the hundreds place. So I write at the hundreds column. Now this 913 is arranged. So let's take 13 number, which is 2-digit number. So 3 is at the ones place. So write down number 3 at the ones column. Then number 1 is at the tens place. So write down number 1 at the tens column. Now this number is arranged here according to their place value. So let's start subtracting this with the ones column. So here 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, and at the tens column 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 again, and here at the hundreds column 9 minus nothing, there is no any digit, so 9 will be 9 as it is. So the answer of 913 minus 13 is equal to 900. You have to repeat after me, 900. Now sum number D, 379 minus 25. So let's take this 379 number first. 9 is at the ones place, so we can write at the ones column. 7 is at the tens column, and 3 is at the hundreds column. Then let's take 25 number, which is 2-digit. So 5 will come at the ones column and 2 will come at the tens column. So this number is arranged now according to their place value. Now students, let's solve this number with the ones column. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Then at the tens column, 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. And here there is no any digit, it means we are not cutting anything from 0. So 3 will be 3. So we can write down number 3 as it is here and put this minus sign. So students, the answer of this question is 354. Which answer we are getting? 354. This answers we are getting here. So this way we can solve this types of sums. Now let's do some more practice. So are you all ready? 2 more sums. Here is example 1. 567 minus 45 should be written as. So let's take this 567 number first. So 7 is at the ones column this way. 6 will come at the tens column and 5 will come at the hundreds column this way. So this number is arranged 567 and here is 567. Then put this minus sign. Then let's take 45 number. So this 5 will come at the ones place and 4 will come at the tens place. So these numbers are arranged here in the table form according to their place value. So let's start cutting number with the ones column. So here 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Then at the tens column 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, and at the hundreds column 5 minus nothing, so 5 will be 5. So the answer is what the answer will. Here you can see there is no any digit, so we are not cutting anything from 5, so 5 will be 5. So here the answer is 522. What is the answer? 522 is the answer. Then the next one, 854 minus 34. So let's write this 854 number first. So 4 will come at the ones column, 5 will come at the tens column, and 8 will come at the hundreds column. So this number is arranged now minus 34. So 4 will come at the ones column and 3 will come at the tens column. Now this number is arranged here according to their place value. Now at the ones column, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Then at the tens column, 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. and at the hundreds column 8 minus nothing. So 8 will be 8. So the answer of the example number 2 is 820 we are getting. This is the answer. Now students, let's meet in the next lecture with the new topic. So write down all the exercise in the fair book. I will come with the new topics in the new lecture. So wait for my lecture. Bye bye students. Always wear a mask and wash your hands. Bye bye. Thank you.